Welcome to Diskitare, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to give it a like. Remember to subscribe. Yeah, bafethu bathi Al Masri, they claim they will be filing a complaint ukuthi barojiwe South Africa. Yeah, we will be having a look at that clip. Drop your thoughts on comments on the matter. Do you think Al Masri were robbed by Kaizer Chiefs? So yeah, bafethu asikhulumeni ngayo le ndaba. We saw the ball, it struck Kunika's hand, but was the issue is, was the hand in the natural position or was it ball to hand? Yeah, guys, you guys know the rules regarding a penalty. Let us have a look at the incident. Don't go anywhere. We'll also be doing the ratings of the players and how they performed, and I'll give them a rating out of 10. But let us have a look at that incident, Yaga Kwinika.
Man of the match.
Why? Penalty alive on Al Masri.
Asi penalty yet.
Yela ku penalty still.
Okay.
Ya Al Masri. Yela ba ishuta ba tsena ka kwa 18 bar. Ya betho momo. Ke nana re mfanola wa number 18. Yela ku penalty.
For Al Masri.
Yes, for Al Masri. Yela Chiefs asiyona. Referee refela ka crowd. Vyani. Tebe ya mmaka just two. Envelope ko
Abafethu, tell me, what do you think of that incident? It looked like Ipola Pampile Lamshaya, was he stopping the hand or not? That is the debate. Sizozo Victor Hlongwane, referee, he is a professional ex-referee. He will give his own opinion on the matter. But yeah, the news reaching my desk is that Zamalek, they will be filing a complaint with FIFA. So yeah, bafethu aningitshele ukuthi nicabanga ini with regards to that. Let us have a discussion about it. We saw Lilepo, the penalty, Lilepo's penalty. It is also debatable. Was the defender, was he blocking the ball, or was it in a natural position, or what? Unfortunately, there was no VAR. I think if Kaizer Chiefs were just a little bit fortunate, if there had been VAR available for this match, I think it would have been a different result. Yeah, guys, let's talk about player ratings. Starting with Peterson. I think Peterson had a decent game. He didn't have much to do in terms of saving shots, but yeah, he had a fairly good game. So out of 10, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. That is Peterson. He has kept a lot of clean sheets. I think Kaizer Chiefs, if they knew if they scored 3 goals, they wouldn't have to. They would have received automatic qualification. So Kaizer Chiefs, they still have to go to Egypt and try and avoid defeat, so that they do qualify for the next round. So yeah, Bafethu, drop your thoughts on comments regarding that. They needed a 3-1. They needed a clear 2-0 or a 3-1 scoreline. As Bonile Umtu Shabalala missing that opportunity. Yeah, but Solomons, when I go back to the right back, Solomons, I will give him a 4 out of 10. Yeah, he had a fairly poor game going forward. He couldn't he couldn't find his man. Yeah, I think the coaches were quite right to substitute him. That is Dillian Solomons. He scored in the last game, so he was justified ukuthi bamqalise le game. You'll remember in Egypt, that 2-1 loss in Egypt, it was his goal that gave Kaizer Chiefs a equalizing goal. So yeah, Solomons had a poor game by his standards. I give him a 4 out of 10. Umoyane came in and he stabilized a move. I'll give Umoyane a 6 out of 10. He stabilized the defense. I'm across from his side. So yeah, Umoyane, he made sure he defense iyaqina. And then Simang, I will give him a 6 out of 10 because I think he should have had full view of the defender when defending that cross coming from Solomon's side in that goal. I think Musimang should have done better there. So yeah, he was exposed in that instance. So yeah, Msimang, but he also had his instances where he defended well. So I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Ukwinika, I'll give him a 7. I'm not sure if I can call that an assist for McCarthy's goal, but I'm happy that the defenders babonile ukuthi bayenze iphutha in terms of conceding, and yeah, in this game they showed up. Bakora Ulokhuzana, that is McCarthy, Eden McCarthy. He also had a good game. I'll give him an 8 out of 10. That is Eden McCarthy, improving every game. So yeah, I think Umako, he looked more solid and better. So yeah, that is Eden McCarthy coming through with 8 out of 10. Umako, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. He came in, they were not able to penetrate from his side because Simbonile Lapayana, the right winger, was giving Eden McCarthy all sorts of trouble, but Marco came in and stabilized the back. And then Umabowe, I will give him an 8 out of 10. Mabowe continues to impress. He probably has been Kaizer Chiefs' best player over the past 4 or 5 games. Yeah, so I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Undlovu, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. He had a decent game, that is Undlovu. Sirino coming through, not able to really affect the game, but yeah, he had a decent game. But I don't think he had much enough time to get a rating. But if I had to give him a rating, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Shabalala, he needs to work on his finishing. He gets into those goal scoring positions. However, yeah, his finishing leaves a lot to be desired. Sibonile lapha against Stellenbosch, he could have scored a hat-trick in the first half to make the score 3-2 when Kaizer Chiefs were trailing 2-0. And even against Al Masry, Ushabalala, he had a good game. I'm just not happy with his finishing, but I think he had an excellent game. That is Ushabalala Bafetu. So I will giving him a 7 out of 10 rating. Pulemodi was arguably the best player against Al Masry, alongside Ulokhuzana Mabowe. Those were two of my best players. Pulemodi being a love wire, I'll give him an 8 out of 10 rating. So that is the rating I'm going to give to Pulemodi. As for Lilepo, I think he didn't have a great game by his standards. So I'll give him a 7 out of 10 simply because of his shot that resulted in that penalty for Kaizer Chiefs. So yeah, I thought he was going to take the penalty, but I'm happy that Silva stepped up and scored that penalty. So yeah, congratulations to Silva. He is making his critics eat humble pie. And then Da Silva, I will give him an 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for Glody Lilepo and 8 out of 10 for Silva. Yeah, he showed bravery by taking that penalty, showed character. He is a big player. Big players do not shy away from big situations. I was very worried, Duguti. You know, sometimes in football, when the penalty looks questionable, usually the keeper saves it or go by maced. But Da Silva took full advantage of the situation why Coralia penalty. Yeah, guys, that is it. That is all I have for today. If you didn't see the goals, let me show you the goals. Remember to like and subscribe. I will show you that Silva penalty, and I will show you that Kunika header. Have a look at that those highlights. Congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs. Bahlele phezulu lapha ku number 1. Ahead of Zamalek and Al Masry. Any of those teams, they can still qualify. So Kaizer Chiefs really need to win in Egypt, or at least get a draw. Bangadliwa, because Yabadla is Zamalek will sit on top of them, and if Al Masry beats Zesco, it could all it could be all over for Chiefs bafethu. So yeah, drop your thoughts on comments. Ilokuzan Al Masry filing that report. So yeah, guys, highlights. Let us have a look at yesterday's goals. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Well, pulled in. It's a good ball. Great chance. 2-1. Chiefs waste no time in grabbing the lead once again. Winika, right place, right time. And the Peter Magaba Stadium comes to life once again. The wait's the long wait to score more than one in a game since November comes to an end today. And only one is Peter Magaba Stadium. Great response from Kaiser Chiefs. Well, they would have been worried with the momentum Al Masry started the second half with, but how's this for a quality ball in? Attacked beautifully on that near post, and well, the diving header. That's denying Winika, and I believe it's McCarthy, in fact, from the back of the net. Yes, it is McCarthy. Winika with the diving header gets the save from Abdel Raki. And Chiefs grab the lead once again.
Modimo le badimo penalty tlile jana e ke tsa gore kwa ge peto ba bela ga jana 1-0. Ba ba itumela